Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some massive information to go over for the next potential Pokemon game. It looks like we're going back to Unova, whether that be in the form of Black and White remakes, Black and White 3 or Legends Cure, we're not too sure. But from the latest leaks, it's heavily suggesting that we are going to be getting some form of Generation 5 game. We're going to be breaking all of it down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment how excited are you about potentially going back to Unova, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, just a quick backstory on all of these leaks. Basically, Riddler-Ku posted this image saying that one of the characters in this image was a massive spoiler for the next Pokemon game, and they're also going to have quite a prominent role in the DLC. We weren't really sure who it was going to be, but it very much looks like it's going to be this white-haired guy at the top of the picture. We of course also covered this in yesterday's video, just talking about the potential Generation 5 remake hints, but now so much more stuff has kind of come out because Riddler-Ku also posted this. Basically, there was just kind of like links and stuff to Drayden, who of course is a Generation 5 character from Riddler-Ku's latest tweets. So this is all of the latest stuff about the Generation 5 potential next game. So we've got Soul Silver out here saying potential huge spoilers. So okay, I think we may have cracked Riddler-Ku's riddle on one of those Indigo Disc characters being a big spoiler for the games after Sudachi. Sudachi, of course, being the code name for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So after Ku's Irish/Drayden hint, plus his previous Generation 5 poll, plus the Generation 5 past/future themes that we see in Opelucid City, called Time's Dividing Line in Japanese, the city where past and future intertwine, and what we see in the Black and White the Black City/White Forest, I think it's nearly impossible to deny what's coming next year, and that the whole plot may revolve around these characters and their connection to Ultimate Dragon lore. We've also been getting like a ton of TCG stuff revolving around Ghetsis and all that in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sets, just to kind of add more fuel to the fire. But this is all kind of like the reasoning as to why we are going to be going back to Generation 5 in the next game. We also have him here saying potential spoilers. Well, it's actually here, saying Drayden's Iris and Opelucid City are all connected with dragons, in brackets dragons type, and a similar past and future theme that we see in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. As you can see in the lore below, we can assume that the DNA splices were possibly a treasure/heirloom passed down through and protected by Drayden's family line. This could have huge implications if one of these Scarlet and Violet DLC characters is part of this same family line and could tie directly into the plot of a new Unova game. Definitely a huge key to what could be coming after the DLC. It's kind of crazy that Riddler-Ku is already posting about like the next Pokemon game though, because obviously we haven't had the Scarlet and Violet DLC yet. We're probably not going to get this game announced until next year, potentially on like Pokemon Day. I mean, they could announce it this year. It's very, very unlikely. But yeah, this could be like the first game on the next Nintendo console. We are expecting that around the first quarter or after the first quarter 2024. So anytime from like April to, I don't know, like June or July, it could definitely drop. And so if we do get a new Pokemon game in November, then yeah, it very well could be this. And I think that'd be like a massive game to drop on a new console. Black and White are arguably the best storyline in Pokemon. And also the games are just very well loved around the community. So I think getting a massive remake made by Pokemon as well, not made by Ilk, we don't want any of that, but made by Pokemon as well. And you know, if it is a potential Black and White remake or Black and White 3 or Legends Cure, I think any of those people would be very, very happy to see. But yeah, let's just kind of go into detail about these kind of hints and stuff towards it. So yeah, Riddler-Ku basically posted this kind of just kind of this tweet about Drayden, or basically like a hint towards Drayden that like obviously the community cracked down to figure out that it was Drayden. And then as well as that, you've got all these different like kind of time sort of essences and stuff revolving around Pokemon in like the latest games. Obviously we had Legends Arceus, which is past, we've got Scarlet and Violet, which is present, and then obviously the next game could be future, which is another reason why Paradox sequel could be what Riddler-Ku's name was as well. We also have all this stuff here as well, just kind of like talking about all the different like situations going on with like Opelucid City and in Drayden's house and stuff like that. Again, there's a lot of stuff to kind of break down, but basically the kind of synopsis of it is that it's all revolving around Drayden and Iris, who are massive Generation 5 characters. We also have Light talking about this as well, saying potential next game spoiler. As I said, a week before and after today's revelation about who can and is involved, the characters from the DLC to Iris and Drayden, you can have an idea on the next game that the Pokemon Company will bring us. Black and White games have Opelucid City with ancient and future future themes, and there is the Black City and the White Forest depending each game. Potentially this timeline could have the Paradox Pokemon, so probably they really exist and will be back again, even with new ones. Because originally we thought the Paradox sequel meant that like there was just going to get more Paradox forms in the DLC, but it very well could have just been referring to Paradox sequel as in like sequel to Black and White, or Black and White 2 should I say. So the plot involved between all the characters from the DLC could have a potential connection to this new game. Unova is based in EEUU, so the Blueberry Academy must be between Spain and EEUU in the Atlantic Ocean. Finally, we'll see the original dragon and the real hero who will bring it back. I don't necessarily think it means we're definitely going to see the real like hero and the original dragon and stuff. I think that would be safe for like a Legends Kyurem game if we ever got that. But I definitely could see like I don't know, I feel like if we did get Black and White 3, it would just be set like 10 years in the future. Because Black and White 2 was set like 2-3 years in the future. And obviously it's been a long time since we got Black and White 2. So I think like 10 years, 15 years in the future would be really cool, because they would allow them to kind of introduce new things to the region, because obviously a lot of things can happen in 15 years. As well as that, we have Eduardo also talking about this, saying, so based on what Riddlerku has been posting lately, it seems like the white-haired boy will be important to the plot of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, and possibly related to Drayden directly and Iris indirectly. Not surprising, since I already had considered it could be the case. Most things hint towards Kieran and this guy being significant, and Pokemon doesn't really have that many white-haired, yellow-eyed characters, so he would likely be linked to Drayden. If he was going to be linked to anyone, probably will be his grandson or something like that. Now what I'm interested in is these two things. Did Drayden's descendants move to Kitakami, and then the kid went on to Blueberry, explaining his similar Mastiff-themed colors? Will we finally find out where the heck the Village of Dragons is within the context of the games? We also have Centro kind of talking about this as well. So I think this is quite a cryptic tweet from Centro. He actually posted something the other day saying, like, if Riddlerku's tweets are about, like, the next game, then, you know, they know something about it, but then they deleted it, so I don't really know what was going on with that. But either way, yeah, they said Paradox sequel with like a winky face, and then they said thanks K, which obviously thanks Riddlerku. And then they also say here, you know, 2022 Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is past, 2022 which is Scarlet and Violet, which is present, and then yeah, 2024 could be Unova, which is the future. So it seems very likely. Obviously it's just speculation, but we then have someone saying Gen 5 remakes already, and they're saying not a remake. Again, I don't think Centro knows. I think they're just having an idea. It seems if they are following the past, present, future theme, then it's likely we're going to be getting Black and White 3. As well as that, Riddlerku did obviously post that poll about like the next the next Generation 5 game or the next Pokemon game, and it was like Black and White 3, Black and White, or Legends Kyurem or whatever, or something else. So if they are following this kind of idea, then it very much looks like they are going to be going for Black and White 3, which I think I would like the most, because with Black and White remakes, they can't remake both Black and White and Black and White 2, so I think that's relatively unlikely, because they're not going to be bringing out like 4 games. So I think we can probably cross Black and White remakes off. But, you know, Legends Kyurem could still be a thing, but I think from what everything is being suggested, I think it is going to be Black and White 3, which I think is really cool, because it's a new experience. Whether you play Black and White or not, then obviously it's a new experience for you to play through Unova, and if you have played Black and White, then it's still a new experience, because you're going to be playing a futuristic version of Black and White. So I'd really like that to be the case, but we'll have to see. But either way, it looks very, very likely from everything that Riddlerku is saying that the next games are going to be Black and White. When they get announced, when they get released, we just don't know. Again, it could be the first game for the next Nintendo console. I think that's very the likeliest option, but either way, that is all the latest stuff about the Black and White games. I'm sure we'll get more information about it soon. Riddlerku is just kind of posting stuff about this new regional fate that we're getting in the DLC, and as well as that, he's posting stuff about the Generation 5 sort of remakes as well, so or the Black and White 3 games or whatever. So it's kind of like so much stuff lately, which is another reason why I think we're getting hopefully some news next week, because he's just posting so much stuff. But as well as that, talking about news next week, we actually have a big Pokemon Sleep kind of sort of live stream going on. Right now, actually, it's actually going on until next Friday. So Pokemon UK tweeting out here saying, everyone say goodnight Snorlax. No, seriously, go to this stream and wish Snorlax goodnight. The more comments Snorlax receives, the greater its drowsy power gets, and then who knows what will happen. So quite an interesting tweet there by Pokemon. So basically what the live stream is, it's just some sort of live stream where it's just showing different shots of Snorlax sleeping, different Pokemon kind of appearing. A few people think we're going to get some news during it. I don't think that's the case. It's very much something you just have in the background playing. It's not like a Glimwood Tangle official live stream. And it's going on till next Friday as well, which is obviously the 21st of July. 21st of July is a big day for Pokemon because we're getting the big Pokemon Unite update. With, I think, Mewtwo, as well as that we're getting a new area as well, or Battle Arena, or Battle Game Mode, or something like that. We're getting this Pokemon Sleep thing finishing, and, you know, if it makes sense that once Pokemon Sleep's live stream finishes, then Pokemon Sleep will be available for everyone. And as well as that, we're obviously expecting some sort of Mewtwo raid event announced as well. Again, we are right in the middle of the Delphox raid right now. Usually they finish on the Sunday and we get another announcement, but it could be Rillaboom, it could be Mewtwo, we're not too sure. But there's a lot of things that are happening with Pokemon next week, as well as that's 25th anniversary of Mewtwo Strikes Back 2. So, you know, there's so much stuff going on with Pokemon next week. So whether that means we're going to get news as well about the DLC, we'll have to wait and see. But there's so much stuff coming out that they could easily drop in a Pokemon Presents. But either way, we'll have to see. But that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts about everything we covered in today's video. What were your thoughts on these latest riddles and stuff from Riddler Coup? Would you like to go to Black and White again? Would you like a Black and White remake? Would you like Black and White 3? Would you like Legends Kyurem? Let me know your thoughts on it all. And also, do you think we're going to be getting anything next week in regards to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC? But that's everything from me. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And until next time, peace.